everybody. My name is Maddie. I am a 23-year-old non-binary music teacher who is just starting to try out cash budgeting for the first time. I have been actually budgeting for 2 years, which I started right after I graduated college and got my first job. But I was doing it mostly digitally and then writing out and keeping track of things in my bullet journal. But I have been watching cash stuffing videos on YouTube that entire time. I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. They make me happy and bring me joy. And it's just really cool to see all of these different people saving as much as they can and making progress and making mistakes and just learning along the way with them. So I decided that it could be interesting to try the actual physical cash budgeting myself. Because I'm a very physical, tactile person. I don't really type things a lot. I write, I take paper notes. And so I thought it could be really cool and different to kind of join in on this. So I don't have an actual paycheck to budget with you all yet. My next one will be coming on the 15th, and it is currently the 7th, so we got about a week on that. But I did want to go ahead and stuff all of my sinking funds with what they currently have right now. I thought that could be interesting to go through with you all. This is my budget breakdown that I'm going to be using. Hopefully, dear God, you can see it. Oh, you can, sweet. Normally, again, this is not a paycheck, so I will not have all my bills and spending and stuff out. But we are going to be cashing technically $17,585 today. $15,000 of that is in placeholders because I do not want to keep that much money in my little baby apartment. But we will be stuffing $2,585 actual dollars as well. And these are my sinking funds and my savings kind of envelopes. I basically have them separated as sinking funds are more of a revolving thing. I go into them a little bit more often. And as you can see, a lot of those numbers are a lot lower because I am going into them so often. And then savings are things like Christmas and my emergency fund and when I get a future house, that kind of stuff. So I won't be touching that money as much until I get to the point where I need to take it all out. Or if there's an emergency, hopefully not, but that kind of thing. Like I was saying, I'm going to be stuffing technically $17,585 today. Real money will be $2,585. So we will go ahead and count that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. So that is $1,000. It's very nice to feel $1,000 in your hand in hundreds. It's a cool feeling. So 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000. So this is $2,000. So now we just need 585. So we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So that is $2,585. I'm gonna now be going through all my sinking funds, savings, stuffing them. I'm gonna try not to talk too much because I don't want the video to be 50 hours long. But I also kind of enjoy slightly longer cash stuffing videos, so just let me know what you all would prefer. If you want just short and sweet, get through it, or if you don't mind a little bit of explanation along the way. So anyway, this is my first of 2 binders. This is my sinking funds binder. So this is, again, the one that I get into a lot more and I'm taking money in and out of a little more frequently. I'm gonna go ahead and open her up. I made these envelopes by myself, kind of on a whim. Like I said, I'm a teacher and I had just gotten gifted a laminator from my parents from my classroom. And I was like, what the heck? let's just try making cash envelopes, see what happens. So I did it, and I think they're like decent, and I really love the like cool label maker vibe. That is my thing. We are gonna start off with my medical fund right here. Medical has $470 all in real money right now. So I'm gonna take that 1, 2, 3, 400, and then 50 and 70. And basically my medical fund is for, you know, doctor's appointments. If I need any medicine, prescriptions, I take some. But I do have an HSA account through my employer with $500 on that, and I haven't had to touch it so far. So I'm just like slowly saving this physical money up for when I have already gone through that $500 of HSA money. So right now we have 100, 200, 3, 450, and 70. So $470. And that is in my medical fund. Again, hopefully I won't have to touch this anytime soon, but you never know. Next is car maintenance. So, you know, like regular oil changes, car wash, that kind of thing. So that has $785, which that means we need a $500 placeholder, and I literally just made these out of cardstock and then more of my my labels, but I love them. I think they're so cute and pretty. They're my favorite. So we have 500, then 600, 700, 750, 770, 780, and 785. I'm sorry if I go into like the whole singing thing. Again, music teacher, I'm just kind of wacky, but you know, it's okay. So for car maintenance, we have 500, 600, 700, 750, 770, 780, and 785. So that's building really nicely. My goal is to have this at 1,000 just as soon as I can, so I have it. Next is classroom, which this is for my classroom at school. I try not to spend a lot of money on my job, but you might know that we don't really get a lot of money from our employers to get fun things and get important things for the classroom, so I do tend to save some money for that. Right now there's nothing in it because I just bought some things for my classroom, and normally it'll probably be empty, but I will be stuffing it, I think, in November, so we're gonna skip over that one. Household, this is for any like household cleaners, toilet paper, paper towels, that kind of thing, or if I want any like decorations, like we just got some pumpkins at Trader Joe's for the holiday season, or the fall season. So right now it just has 5, but I try to put a decent amount in that with my paychecks. So that is household. Next is gifts, which gifts is gifts for people. I try not to make it gifts for myself because I have fund money for that, but sometimes you know what happens. And actually, I just had a vet appointment for my bearded dragon, Julian, and it was a lot more than I anticipated, so I did have to take some money out of gifts. It was kind of a gift to my lizard, you could say. So gifts now has $10, but we are always refilling that one as well. Fun gets 50, and fun is like my fun money when I want to do fun things or buy clothes or, you know, do whatever. And it has 50. I've been trying really hard to save this money because actually tomorrow my partner and I and my sister are going to a pumpkin patch to, you know, do the fall things, get some cider, get some pumpkins, that kind of thing. So I've been saving this fun money up for that. And I'm proud of myself that I've saved it. Next is Julian. Julian is my 2-year-old bearded dragon. He has no money right now because, like I said, he just had a vet appointment. It was like a regular, like yearly checkup, and I get his blood tested every year, so the blood test was like pretty expensive. I do have pet insurance though, which is nice, and I think I just met the deductible, so that should be helping in the future. Next is Isaac, and Isaac is my partner. He has $5 right now. I think I just bought some like pizza for us recently. I think that's why he's pretty low. But you know, just things, if I like randomly see something I want to buy him, or if I want to treat him to dinner. Our anniversary is coming up, so I'm going to be putting some money in here for that. We're probably going to go see the new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, and I think I'm going to pay for those tickets as kind of a little gift. But that is Isaac. So next we have 1 week ahead. I've already tried to explain this like 3 times in other takes and it didn't work. But basically I get 2 paychecks a month and I split those evenly between the 4 weeks. But you know, sometimes there are 5 weeks in a month, and so I need extra money saved for that 5th week, and that is what 1 week ahead is for. So right now it has $110, and I believe the next 5-week month is November. So I'll be putting some more in during November to use during that 5th week, and then we will start over. But right now it has $110. And I'll try to like figure out how to explain that a little better. I know Intentional Living has a 1 week ahead fund, and she explains it really, really well. Intentional Living is like my absolute favorite YouTube budgeter, by the way. She is incredible and I love her so much. But yeah, that's 1 week ahead. I have Donate, which is something I just added. So I'm going to be stuffing that with my next paycheck, just like donating to any like charity or organization. If there's a person in need of like a surgery or helping with their homing situation, that kind of thing, I'll be using Donate. And then Haircut is also brand new. I just got a haircut and it was, I think, $72 including tip, and I was not prepared for that. So I will now be saving up for my haircut starting in the future. So there is that. This one is my spending envelope. So like I said, I get paid 2 times a month. So from each paycheck, I take my 2 weeks of like spending food, gas, and my personal money. I stuff 1 week's worth into my wallet to use for that week. And then the second week, I save in this envelope, and then when we get to that next week, I'll take it out. And then my bank envelope, so I put money in this to go to the bank, and I keep track of it on this note card. So yeah, that is my sinking funds binder. So that's that one. And then this one is my savings binder, this green one. And my favorite color is green, so I had to get a green binder. So this is my savings binder. Again, this is a lot more like long-term, like Christmas, my emergency fund, new car, that kind of deal. And in this one, we will be putting the rest of our money. So we are starting with Christmas. I save for Christmas from January to December because I like spending a lot of money on people for Christmas, and I like having money for like events and for just like shopping for me and that kind of thing. So I save throughout the whole year just so I'm not like super stressed out come like November, December. So Christmas right now has $635, which I'm very proud of. And I've only bought 1 gift for my mom so far, so this is like most of my money. So that's going to be $500 placeholder, 600, 20, 35. So we have 500, 600, 20, 35. So 635 in Christmas. And I'm gonna try not to buy any more Christmas presents until November. I think at November I'm really gonna start going for it. So next is my emergency fund. I am up to 6 months in my emergency fund, so 6 months of all of my expenses. So right now in that I have $12,205. And I add to this, I don't add a ton of money at a time, but I do add a little bit consistently. So we have 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 100, 200, and 5. So I'll count that one more time. 10,000, 11, 12,000, 100, 200, and 5. So 12,205. And I really try not to touch this money. I did have to use it a little in August, I believe, because I was in between jobs and I had 1 paycheck that I didn't get. And so I needed that for like my food money and gas money and that kind of thing. But I have caught that back up in October. So we are good to go with that. Next is new car. I probably want to buy a new car in the next 3 to 4 years, maybe more. I'll let mine go until she dies. So that has $1,155. So it's going to be a $1,000 placeholder, and then 155. I do have a 2015 Toyota Corolla. So again, like, it's not super old, but I still want to be saving up for when I get my new one, you know? It's better to start early. So for that, we have 1,155. Cool. So that's new car. Car insurance, I save up for, and then I pay my mom for that because technically she owns my car. So both of my parents work for Toyota. And so we used to like lease vehicles, and then they bought that leased car for me that I have right now. So technically they own my car, and then I'll just give it back whenever the time comes and buy my own. So for car insurance right now, we have $300, and we're saving up. I think I pay that in June. I'm pretty sure it's like June or July. So that's car insurance. Car tags is my car registration and my car tags, which I also pay my mom for, and that'll be due, I believe, in January. It's my birth month. So that one has 160. So 150 and 60. 150 and 160. So again, that's kind of a slow grower. I add a little bit at a time so that it's not like too much of a burden on my regular budget. But then I have the money when I need it, which is amazing. So that's car tags. My Amex fees. So I have an American Express, Blue Cash Preferred, or Cash Preferred Blue, whatever that card is. And I got it last year, so I didn't have to pay an annual fee. And I think the fee now is $95 per year. It's worth it because you get a lot of cash back and stuff like that. But they were supposed to charge me in September, and they didn't. So I truly don't know like when they're gonna charge me that fee, but the fee is $95, so I have it saved. 50, 70, 95. I have it saved, but you know, like, I don't know when they'll charge me, maybe never, who knows? 50, 70, 95. It's here if and when I need it, and I guess I'll keep saving for a few months for the next years, but if they never charge the fee, then maybe this money will go somewhere else, who knows? So that's my American Express fee. Pet insurance is new. The past few years, I've just been paying a year's worth of the premium, like right at the date, which is about $90, but I'm gonna start in the new year saving up for that. And also saving up for my deductible, which is $250, just so I have that money already and I'm not having to worry about that. So I'll start stuffing that in January. Vacation, me and my partner are gonna be going to Charleston, South Carolina for my spring break in April. So we are saving up for that. We have $800 in vacation. So that is $500 in the bank, and then 600, 700, 800. So there we go there, and that's for the vacation. I think my goal is like 1,500 or something. If you want to see like a budget for that, I can show you, just comment below and we can figure that out. But that's what I have so far for my vacation. So lastly, we have house down payment. My partner and I want to buy a house. He says before he turns 30, so that would be like, I think 2028. So we're saving slowly for that as well. And right now I have $800 for that. So it's $500, 6, 7, 750, and 800. So I have 800 for that. I think I started saving for this in July or August. So that is in-house down payment. Won't need it for a while, but it's good to just start saving now. And then I have two more. I have ring. So my partner and I will probably get married in a couple of years. So I'm just gonna start saving for his ring now. It'll be slow and steady. But that's ring. And then Julian's emergency fund. After that vet visit, I was like, you know, if something were to ever happen to him and it's a lot of money, I could use my emergency fund, but it would be nice to just have one for him already. So again, I will start stuffing this in the new year. For right now, it won't have anything, but that's okay. And then my last envelope is my rollover envelope. So this is kind of like a catch-all for like money I don't spend on food, gas, personal in the week. I put the rest of it in here. Or if I spend out of any of my envelopes and I have any $1 bills extra, I don't like having ones in these envelopes, so I kind of take them out and put them in rollover. Again, that is inspired by Intentional Living because she does the exact same things with ones and it is the best thing ever. I love it. So I've been doing that too. And I save this up as long as I can. I try not to use it for anything that isn't necessary, but I did have like $45 saved up in here. And then when I had that vet bill, that was a lot more than I thought it would be. This is another place I took money from. So it was really nice to have this here, and not have to take it from a bunch of other places. But yeah, that is my savings binder. And that is it for this video, I guess. I only have 2 binders. I do all my bills online because most of them get paid with my first paycheck of the month, like immediately. And then I basically only save for rent. And then I do have a couple things I can show you. I have my Roth IRA and my 403B that are online. So my Roth IRA, I try to max it out every year. I've actually already maxed it out for 2022. So now I'm saving for 2023's contributions, and that just stays in my savings account. So as soon as it gets to January, I'll deposit all the money I have so far for 2023 and keep going with that. And then my 403B is my state like teachers retirement account. So they take, I believe, 14.75% of each paycheck and put it into that automatically. But I like to track it just to like show that I do have more retirement savings than just my Roth IRA. It's kind of good for me to see, so I know that I'm doing good. But I also have that. But that is it for this video again. If you see this video, that means I actually decided to like edit and post it and go on with it. But if you don't, then you know. I just decided, you know what, maybe this is not the time to be doing this. But if you do see it, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings you some satisfaction or joy or motivation. And I'll hopefully be doing another one, maybe my next paycheck or maybe something else, who knows. Anyway, thank you for watching. I guess subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you in the next video. So goodbye.